The other day I was contacted by someone who was biking and they were rear-ended by a car. Unfortunately, they were very seriously injured, and the first question they had is, how long is it going to take for my case to be resolved? Unfortunately, the answer isn't clear early on. The first thing that has to happen is we need to know the extent of your injuries. And we won't know the extent of your injuries until you've gone through all of your medical treatment or a significant part of your medical treatment. Once we know the extent of your injuries, we will submit a letter to the insurance company asking for fair and just compensation and outlining your injuries. If we submit that letter prematurely, before we know how injured you are, then we can't ask for fair and just compensation. Once we do that, we wait for their response. They have about 3 weeks to respond. If they respond with a fair number, we negotiate with them. But unfortunately, most of the time, we don't get a fair response or something that's close to a fair response. And in that case, we have to file a lawsuit. Once we file the lawsuit, we have to serve the defendant. Normally, serving the defendant isn't a problem. However, occasionally, defendants will try to avoid service. Once the defendant is served, they have 30 days to respond to the lawsuit. Normally, they'll respond to the lawsuit and be represented by an attorney. Once we have an attorney on the other side, we call that attorney and we get a trial date on the calendar. And then there's an end in sight. Hopefully, we're able to resolve the case without going to trial. However, we are trial attorneys and we are ready to go to trial if need be if they are unwilling to put a fair settlement offer on the table that you're willing to accept. If you've been in a bicycle accident in Texas, please don't hesitate to give our office a call. We'll be happy to answer any questions.